Week 13, picking the upsets only contest I do with my buddy Broc. Always appreciate him coming on to review last week. First, though, here's where we stood last week. These are the 4 upsets that occurred. You can see the check mark top left. I picked the Browns over the Steelers. Broc picked the Seahawks over the Cardinals. That leaves us at here in the middle of the screen. If you look there, I'm at 17. Broc's at 18. Compared to last year, Broc's almost caught his total from all of last year. 21. I had 35, so I'm only halfway. We're more than well over halfway through the season, so I'm way off pace from last year. It's going to be a close one this year. We're coming neck and down the wire. This is a tough week for picks. This one's not easy, so let me bring Broc on here. Boom. Broc, welcome back. Appreciate you always doing this with me. You're a good friend, and you're fun to have on.
You know, I was looking at the last year's record. I stopped counting, and I just wonder how much you added extra that I wasn't paying attention to. Because this year it's pretty even, and somehow last year you destroyed me. So we might have to do an investigation.
I was getting 4 picks right, and you weren't getting any, and I was getting 3 right. And last year was a complete anomaly. This is more balanced this year. It's a lot more fun.
That's true. I might have stopped counting once I was getting crushed and just gave up.
Oh, I think at one point you just started throwing dartboards at the wall or darts at the wall. And, oh, that hit the Chiefs? All right, fine. I still choose the Chiefs to lose. So, this is a rough week, though. There's no buys, so we have all 16 games to choose from on Thanksgiving week. They don't give any teams a bye, so everyone's playing. 3 games on Thursday, 1 on Black Friday. That's the Raiders and the Chiefs. And then the rest of them on Sunday, except for the Monday night game, which is the Browns and the Broncos. So that whole first left column is Thursday and Friday. That's Thursday's games, Thanksgiving games, and then Black Friday. Is this the first year they've done Black Friday, or did they do it last year?
I think they said this was the first year.
First year. I thought that was right, but I couldn't remember if they did that last year. So the Raiders and Chiefs have that one. And there's a bunch of tough ones. As we get towards the end of the season, it's going to be teams that have separated themselves. Hey, before we go too far, Broc, I do my pick'ems each week, and Broc hit his parlay this week. He doesn't play him nearly as often as I do.
Did.
But he hit his parlay.
That was a good one.
Winner, chicken dinner. So that means you're coming down here to buy me dinner, right?
I probably need to. I'll show you how to win a parlay.
Yeah, I clearly don't know how. That's my
I do them once in a while, and I've won twice as many as you, which means I've won twice. But
I do them every single week. I won 1 last year. I haven't won any this year.
Okay.
Got real close.
Well, I was counting last year because I won last year once.
Yeah,
this year once. So maybe I just win one a year, so I need to just stop.
Well, that's what I've done, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get mine this year. This week was ugly, and I got to get down there and do that this week before Thanksgiving. Big plans for you. Don't have to divulge what your plans are, but you're spending it with family and look forward to the holiday.
A little bit of a drive, but yeah, go hang out with family.
It's always good. Hopefully everybody watching has family to go to and is enjoying their Thanksgiving. It'll be good. Trying to pump all these videos that we do each weekend before. So we're going to kind of cruise through this one. We usually take a little bit more time. Don't have to rush through it, but it's already going to be a little quicker. So I think odd weeks are you're week 1. So you're going first this week. For those who don't remember, I'll run through it real quick. We do snake order. Broc picks first on the odd weeks. I pick first on the even weeks. Then the next person goes 2 and then 2 and then 2 and 2 until we've both picked 10. Well, both picked 5. So 10 total. So this week was 16 games. We will not pick from 6 of them, but the other 10 games each of us will have a shot at. Doesn't matter how big the spread is. If it's 1 point, 10 points, 12.5 points, like the Raiders and Chiefs game down there, doesn't matter how big the spread. As long as they're the underdog, you can pick them. If the underdog wins, you get a point. The winner of the entire season gets the loser has to buy golf, a golf outing we do before the season starts. And so that's what we do here. Broc's up 1. Good chance for him to lengthen his gap, lengthen the lead over me, or a good chance for me to come back on him. So you're first, week 1.
All right.
Away we go.
Been going back and forth with quite a few teams, actually, but in the moment, I'm going to go Arizona over the Vikings, number 1.
Choppy for a second, but you picked the Cardinals.
I did pick the Cardinals.
Arizona. Not a bad pick at all, especially how the Vikings played against the Bears at the end of the game. Cardinals are playing a lot better. Not a bad pick. It wasn't one of my top two, and I told you beforehand I had two that I really wanted, 1 and 2. So I'm going to go number 1, the Eagles over the Ravens. And I know a lot of people might not agree with that one, but I am really high on the Eagles right now. They've won 7 in a row, second longest winning streak. They look really good. So I'm going Eagles number 1. My second one shouldn't be a shocker. I don't know how they're even the underdog on this one, but you see the first game on Sunday morning, Steelers, Bengals. Steelers didn't have it all together last week, but against the Bengals, I'm going for the Steelers. So they're going to be my second pick this week. So Steelers over the Bengals. So I went Eagles on Sunday afternoon and Steelers on Sunday morning.
Yeah, Steelers was the other one I was debating on picking first. So now I'm going to take the Dolphins over the Packers. I know you're going to be happy about that pick.
I am. Excuse me. I don't love that. It was one on the lower end of mine because it's in Lambeau and the Dolphins are absolutely terrible in the cold. But
yeah, I'm not sure what the
Dolphins,
weather's going to bring this Sunday, but I'm going with it anyway.
the Dolphins with Tua have looked a lot better, so I don't hate the pick at all.
Yeah.
It was down there on my group at the end of this to pick them. I don't hate that pick at all. Yeah, I love the pick because it's against the Packers. So go Dolphins. I'll be rooting for you on that one.
All right. Then my third pick, I'm going to go with the Falcons over the Chargers.
Yeah, I got that one too. Broc's number 3 is the Falcons. All right, this is where it starts to get juicy for me.
It gets rough.
We run into a bunch of games here. They're going to be hard to pick, hard to sort all these out. All right, I'm only going to go. It's my third pick. I'm only going to go with the Saints because they're at home and they've been playing well. I don't feel confident with them against the Rams, but I will take the Saints as my third pick. Not in love with that one, but they are at home and they've been playing really well at home lately. So I'm going to take that one.
Hopefully they give it to Taysom Hill for like 5 more touchdowns.
Do you have them on your fantasy team?
No, I'm just saying that's how they're doing really well is when he's breaking out. So
last couple weeks he did pretty good. All right, I don't like any of these, dude. I don't like any of them.
It's awful.
All right, this is gonna seem like a long shot, but I'm doing it. The Panthers almost beat the Chiefs. That's a rough one. Bears against the Lions this week is pretty rough. The Panthers
I had that last week.
And the Buccaneers are still injured. I don't like this at all. I'm going to pick the Panthers. Bryce Young is starting to look like an actual NFL quarterback. I think if he had 3-inch stilettos on, if he had some heels on, he might actually see over his offensive line to throw the ball. No, he actually has looking a lot better. So I'm going to take Panthers with my fourth pick.
Yeah, they're on my list. Not one I'm confident, but somebody I was willing to pick.
I'm not confident in him either. You're not taking
I don't like anything.
You're not going to take the Patriots over the Colts?
No, I'm not. I was hoping the Colts would be the underdog. I would have taken them, but no, I can't go with Patriots.
Patriots have one of the worst point differentials in the NFL. I don't remember who number 1 was, but it's like 100. It's ridiculous how big the spread is on a couple of those. Let's see here. I can get this real quick. Point differential, the worst is Carolina at 146. They've scored 146 left. Then the Raiders and Jaguars at 108. But then the Patriots are 85. They're right there with them. And the Giants right there too. And Dallas. Ooh, anyways, okay. Back to you.
All right. I really hate every other option we have now. I'm going to go ahead and say the Jets just because they're at home and maybe they'll pull something out.
That's who's next on
a
my
victory,
list.
That is. Yeah.
It
should be a close game, but we'll see. I'm not confident. They're just a dumpster fire there. Oh,
it's the
I
Seahawks.
still don't like the
5. This isn't an easy one.
I'll just go Browns. They had a win last week in the snow. Maybe Myles Garrett can be dominant and give them a chance against the Broncos. Yeah, I don't like it at all.
I'm high on the Broncos right now, though. I'm really impressed with them. They
Yeah.
were predicted by most analysts to be the number 1 overall pick next year. I think that defense is way better than anybody imagined. Everybody thought the defense would be fine. That defense is staunch, and then Bo Nix has looked really good as a rookie.
Yeah, he has.
So Brownies is your 5th one. All right, I got options here. But I have to go with the Bears. I'm loyal. Anything can happen on Turkey Day. It's as good as any other pick right here for me. I mean, it really – I could go Titans. I could. That's the next one on my list with how the Commanders are playing. But I'd rather pull for my Bears to have the upset over the Lions. We've lost 5 in a row, and the Lions have won 9 in a row. So two huge streaks. Let's see if both of them can end on this game. I'm going to pick the Bears. I'm loyal. I'm loyal to my Bears.
Job. I'm loyal to the
like
Colts because I didn't choose the Patriots, I guess.
You like it because it's probably not going to happen. All right, so who did you have next? Did you have the Titans next too? That was my next one after that.
No.
Too.
No, I'm not going to. My next is actually the Niners over the Bills.
Okay.
If I don't know, I guess I should have researched if Purdy was expected back or not. But if Purdy's back, they have a chance.
Right
now. Is it?
Yeah,
so,
it's not a set thing yet. But yeah, it's a tough one. I would go with the Titans next. They looked good last week. Beat the Texans.
Well, they beat Houston, so yeah.
Yeah, but is that more of Houston struggling, or is that more of the Titans defense and Will?
Well, why doesn't Houston struggle when the Colts play? And that's my question. They always play really well when we play them.
Some teams,
or maybe we just play at their level. Yeah,
we actually play the Lions really well. I mean, last year we should have won both games against the Lions, and they were really good last year. But we have a coach that likes to give games away and likes to play very conservatively when we're up 2 touchdowns with very little time left.
And you guys also like getting your field goals blocked, which is really weird.
That's this year. Man,
Yes,
listening to the press conference of that, we did focus on it this last week. It's just guys have to execute. Well, focus on it a little bit better because it didn't go the way we planned it.
No. That's a rough way to lose a game.
All right, so I've got the Steelers, Eagles, Saints, Panthers, and Bears. Brock has the Cardinals, the Dolphins, the Falcons, the Jets, and the Brownies. That's our picks for this week. So good luck to you, sir. Good luck.
Yeah, have a good holiday.
Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you again next week.
Okay, see you.